What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon. I'm back with you for another one. I'm doing a quick video. I have a Adam Gase press conference for you, so that'll come at the end. But just a couple things I wanted to talk about real quick. Some news and notes and some things just to discuss. So first off, again, there have been rumors, trade rumors for Devontae Parker. There have been contradicting reports, some saying that we're trying to trade him, some saying that we're not. So take it for what you will. It's out there. It is what it is. We'll see if that ever happens. Secondly, Laremy Tunsil is in the concussion protocol. We don't know if he's going to be back for this next game. Rashad Jones is good for the most part. I mean, he has a partially torn labrum apparently, but they kept him out the past 2 games, obviously, to get him healthier, and he's going to keep playing as long as he's healthy enough. So hopefully he doesn't like fully tear it over the course of, you know, the year and in a game or something. That would be really shitty. But anyway, so, you know, we'll obviously have to keep an eye on that. But, you know, just real quick, so, you know, the game yesterday, I mean, ultimately, we need to get some stability back on that offensive line, one way or the other. Hopefully Tunsil can come back for this game, but I mean, if he misses it, he misses it. There's nothing we can do about it. And then hopefully he can be back for the next one. So as soon as possible, we have to get some stability on that line. But look, man, you know, I have faith in this team. I have faith in this coaching staff. I'll never give up. As disheartening and disappointing as things like yesterday and the week before were, I mean, honestly, for me, I mean, I hate to say this. I really do, because I know how some people react to it and stuff, but I've been saying it for a while, and honestly, the most infuriating thing with me, and I know I'm not the only one. I know other Dolphins fans feel this way. I know other fans in general feel this way because it's gotten crazy. You know, and the homie Dougley Do Wrong, he has a he has a YouTube channel. He does a Dolphin show, so if you don't know him, you should check him out. But you know, his video about the recap was just all centered on that. You know, it's all about the officiating, by the way, is what I'm talking about. I mean, it's terrible, and I hate to sound like, you know, I really hate to sound conspiratorial, but I mean, he said it in his video. It always seems like they're throwing the bad flags at us. Like and look, I'm fair about it. If you guys have watched my videos, you know, I'll tell you when we commit a penalty. You know, oh, by the way, I'm gonna start trying to. I just recently started getting more into social media now that I've started doing this YouTube channel a couple months ago. So, you know, I'm still kind of picking up on Twitter, but I'm gonna try and start tweeting out things during the game, you know, that I notice and that I see, so that way I can, you know, point it out right then and there or whatever. But anyway, so, you know, I'm fair though. If there's a penalty that should have been called, I say it, right? You know, I talk about that on us, on them, you know, for them, whatever. Like, I'm fair about it. So I'm not. And then besides that, just flat out besides, you know, my stances on anything, when you look at the film, I mean, you can't argue with the film. You know, like, so, you know, Bengals fans and Patriots fans the week before and Raiders fans the week before that, they can bitch and moan and say whatever, but, oh, you're just blaming it on the refs, and why don't you stop crying, and blah, blah, blah. But when you look at the plays, I mean, they're blatantly not penalties, and then we get penalties. And the worst part about it is it's always at some extreme time, some time when it's like, you know, where it changes the game. Like, you know, this week the penalty on TJ McDonald, you know, it was not a penalty at all, but they call it on him, and it gave them, you know, 7 points. They got 7 points off that drive because of it. You know, the week before there was multiple penalties, you know, that helped out the Patriots early in the game, and it just kept happening throughout the game. They would just, whenever, you know, the Patriots needed a drive to continue because we stopped them on third down, oh, let's just call a penalty on the Dolphins. Anytime we were trying to get a drive going, oh, you know, let's just call a penalty on the Dolphins. It's, you know, like I said, I hate to be, you know, or sound conspiratorial, and frankly, fuck everybody else who wants to fucking sit there and tell me to just, quit crying and stop blaming it on the refs. Because like I said, when you look at the film, I mean, it couldn't be more obvious. In certain, like I said, I'm fair about it. If I call it bullshit in the moment, and then I see the replay, and it's fair, then I'm fair. I'll recant. I'll take it back, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, sure. That was a legit penalty, right? I'm fair about it. But it's just so often, so many times, all the time you see it. You see these bullshit penalties, and they're always against us, and they're always in crucial times. So that, to me, is probably the most infuriating thing, because I can't tell you how many times I've watched games and I've been like, dude, if these refs would just stop calling us for this dumb, retarded shit that on film is blatantly not a penalty, then we could do things. Our defense could hold them and stop them. Our offense could be explosive like it should be. But it's not often because of stupid shit like that, and it's super infuriating. But we do need to figure out what's going on with this offensive line. The defense is still playing really good, and I still have hope and belief that this offense can be something. Halfway through the year, we will get Jake Brendel back. We have made roster moves recently, with the with Wesley and Swanson, right? So, and hopefully Tunsil will be back as soon as possible. But that's really the big thing is we need to get a workable offensive line, and we need to keep them together. We can't be shuffling guys every game and stuff like that. There's probably no unit on a football team that cohesion and continuity is more important for. So anyway, I think that's about it, though. I don't really have anything else for you, so I just wanted to talk about those couple things. So I'll leave it at that. I'll leave you to the interview. So if you guys like the show, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, concerns, all that good stuff. And with that said, guys, I will see y'all soon. Fins up.
Better man on man, or as a play caller, do you wish you would have done something different protection wise?
We were 8-man protection on the one, so I don't know what other protection to call in that situation. The running game was starting to dry up a little bit, so we just got to execute some of these calls a little better.
How's Laramie Tunsil?
He's in the protocol, that's all I know.
Is Samuel on your left tackle then?
We're going to evaluate everything right this week, next 2 days.
Where do you put the offensive issues the last couple of weeks?
Well, we're moving the ball fine, and we have a turnover that basically started a free fall. We have a 3rd and 1, which don't execute the play. After that, it was all downhill.
What was the call there on that 3rd and 1? Was it, I think someone said Ryan's primary was in the flat, and it was covered, is that right?
Yep. We didn't execute the first part of the play, so Albert got knocked off, and then Ryan should have the opportunity to run, but he couldn't because we didn't do what we were supposed to do on the front side, on the back side to help Albert get free. So.
You guys have put a lot of resources into the offensive line, and now you're scrambling. What's that like?
Just the NFL. That's what it is.
Ryan was saying to us a couple weeks ago that he feels he's a better pocket presence. How would you evaluate this?
Well, he's been pretty good. Yesterday, I don't think he was horrible. When a guy gets beat so fast he can't defend himself, unless he's Houdini, not many guys are getting away.
Adam, how did Nick O'Leary play, and what skill did he bring?
He did well. He's tough. Good. He did a great job blocking. If we throw him the ball, he's going to catch it. His effort was outstanding. He was throwing some blocks down the field. Got a 15-yard penalty called on him, because he was finished the play. I thought he did a good job. I thought it was a good mix with those 3 guys, and played all 3 of them and had different groupings for each guy, and thought they did a good job.
Adam, you had some crucial penalties. The one on T.J. McDonald, was that good call or a little
I
questionable?
don't know. I mean, there's no point for me to worry about it. I mean, it is what it is.
The one on Spate, that was a John.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm not over there to hear. You know, it's hard to really know what exactly was said, and I just know right when I saw the play and I saw kind of some heads start bobbing. We're all screaming the same thing: get away. We just can't get caught up in them. That part of the game.
You said basically everything's on the table this week being evaluated. You personally, what are you evaluating this week?
We just got to figure out what are we going to be able to do best. Who's going to be in there? We're playing a team that's playing well right now on defense, so we're going to have to make sure that we do a good job of setting everything up to where personnel-wise, who's in there, what we're running, what we can get to. So we got a lot to look at this week.
What are the key elements of trying to slow down Khalil Mack?
You're not going to slow him down. So
Adam, do you think major changes needed after the last 2 weeks?
no, I'm not. It's not that. It's we gotta kind of make a couple decisions on who's playing where or who's going to be available. I mean, it's nothing drastic. There's some things that I can do different to just make sure we're in a good position. We'll be fine.
How do you think your defensive tackles, the three of them, with increased snaps?
Oh, the defense did well. Defense played exactly the way that we talked about it all week. That's why it probably irritates me more than anything that we screwed it up on offense. We scored more offense for our team, for their team, on the offensive side than they let up, and that bothers me. And I feel awful because our defense played really well and they did exactly what we wanted to do.
Do you have a sense notes early on guys like Devontae who didn't play this past
I
week?
have no idea.
It was a good blend yesterday, Kenyon and Frank. Was that your vision of what you'd like to do, ideally?
Yeah. I mean, we want to play them both. We just we're trying to figure out the rhythm. Felt like we found it yesterday. Had a good plan going in. That's why he's here, because he can, he doesn't have to be first one on the field and get the carries right away. He can do it first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. It doesn't matter. When you stick him in the game, he's going to be full throttle and ready to go.
Adam, Rashad Jones seemed like he really picked up where he left off. Is that what you saw?
Yeah. I mean, it was great to get him back out there. Thought he did a really good job of getting his hands on balls, playing tight coverage when he was asked to. Did a good job, and anytime he had to tackle, I mean, you couldn't even really tell he had anything going on with him. I mean, that's him. He's tough. If he's healthy enough to be out there, he has enough strength, he's going to be out there. I mean, it's probably good that we didn't play him the week before. It was probably a smart decision on the trainer's part, just to make sure we can get him a little bit stronger. But I thought he did a good job. It's nice having him back.
How would you evaluate McTire start at cornerback?
I thought the whole secondary did a good job. We did what we wanted to do with A.J. Green. I think his longest catch was 22 yards. There was a lot of those catches that were not many people are covering them. They were scramble drills. I thought Andy made some really good throws to him. You can't cover the perfect throw. But as a group, I thought that whole secondary did a good job as far as what we were asking them to do.
Was this what the vision was, as you recall, sitting in draft meetings, of what you all thought Jerome Baker could be? Fast, active, blitzing effectively.
That's why we liked him. We liked him because he can cover a lot of grounds, and when he blitzes, he has no regard for his body and tries to annihilate the other guy. And, I thought he played well. I thought Raekwon did a good job. I mean, our defense did what we needed them to do. They did a lot of different stuff, and guys were trying to do exactly as the scheme asked them to do.
Last 2 weeks, 2 losses in very different ways. Do some losses hurt more than others? Just the way the game went?
Every loss hurts. When you put 110 hours into a week, and then you get kicked in the nuts like that, it pisses you off. So, I mean, this isn't like 9 to 5. You got a lot of people putting a lot of work into this stuff. So, You're going to be mad today and tomorrow. Then when Wednesday comes, you got to forget about it. Move on to the next one.
I know it's early in the week, and obviously you have days to make this sort of decision. But in general, with Zach Stirrup, from what you saw in preseason and practice, is he the point where he can be a contributing NFL player as a left tackle?
Yeah, if he's on the roster, you think he can play. So it's just you make decisions based off of, multiple things, whether it's just one position or, Sam's always been the guy up because he has a lot of experience playing big tight end. If we get in kind of a situation like that, if he has to go in at left or right, he's done that. So there's just a lot of things that he has always brought to the table. So we just need to evaluate what we're doing as far as who's up, who's down, who's doing what. So I mean, it's usually that every week. It's just nobody makes a big deal about it. This week we just got to make sure that we have the right guys out there.
Do you feel like there is an answer to that offensive line long term?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's what we do. I mean, they're not going to stop the season. So we're going to play next week, no matter how many guys we got. So we got to just make sure that what we decide is the right thing for us this week, and then what we run is the right thing for us.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the interviews. I hope you enjoyed the show. And as always, if you did, please hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, post on Facebook, whatever. Hit the like button, and definitely leave me some comments, questions, concerns, anything you'd like to see or hear in the videos, stuff like that. So definitely let me know. And of course, the most important thing is subscribe. So with that said, I'll see you guys soon, and fins up.